me, it's a common frustration with mine was customer service in society, right? If somebody gives me $30,000 to $50,000, that should be a lifetime relationship, right? It should
Mm-hmm.
be, a connection, a bond, and granted, people continue to earn connection and bond and relationship, but like that whole kick somebody to the curb, right, was really kind of gross to me.
Right.
And then what was even grosser to me was like the 1 to 5% rule, which was if 1 to 5% of your people are succeeding, you're kicking ass,
Mm-hmm.
and like that's gross to me.
Right.
Because if you give me that kind of money, I have an obligation, in my opinion, a responsibility to see you succeed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Granted, a lot of the responsibility also falls on you,
Right.
but I have an obligation to have a system where not 1 to 5% can succeed, where 100% could succeed, and where, for us, 80 to 90% do succeed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And in the last, I think, 4 years, we're at 100%, right? That have, succeeded on every single inner circle member, joined us, made money. And that's not necessarily what the podcast's about, but it was more that frustration with the guru business, having been a consultant and working in that world for a number of years, and then them also not seeing the real estate side.
Right.
I could
Exactly.
never fathom how real estate gurus didn't have real estate portfolios.
Right.
Right. Like large real estate portfolios it's just mind blowing to me. So
Right.
there's where like the Dustin thing was like, I was just at a point where I had a way I wanted to do business, and I wanted to grow $100 million investment fund, which were 3/4 of the way to that goal. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And he wanted to grow $100 million education company. And I just, I'm great with education. I love education. I think we teach and train as well as anybody, but that's not how I want to make my money.
Exactly.
So yeah, that was an interesting time in business for sure. Partnerships are hard.
Right.
Right.
Partnerships are really hard. I mean, marriage partnerships, someone you like
Mm-hmm.
and you love is hard. So imagine someone that you don't get to go to bed with at night that you still got to be in partnership with.
Right.
Right.
It's pretty intense. Have you done many partnerships over the years in business besides with us? And
No, not really. I
yeah,
mean, I was
You and Gabe were in partnership in the roofing company that you had,
Yeah.
our son.
but I mean, it was kind of like a family partnership. It wasn't. And then when the economy come around and crashed, then we ended up losing that because we were a union roofing and sheet metal company, and they didn't, unions didn't have any work then. So, yeah. So I mean, per se, it was a good company, but we just went flat whenever we didn't have enough capital to keep us floating for
Mhm.
a couple of years. Basically, is what it amounted to. So
yeah.
And we never really had the opportunity. You always wanted to have partnership. He was the entrepreneur. He always wanted something different, but we had 5 kids we were raising. We had bills. We had all these kind of things that we had to do. And I was always the one that was in charge of the money, and we couldn't afford to do those things. So we just never did.
Well, you do now.
We do now,
We do
and we
now.
love it.
yes,
Yeah. Good.
Wish we could have had the opportunity, and we tell our kids now, you need to take the opportunity. Don't say you don't have the opportunity, because if we had done it sooner, we would be further along than what we are. But yeah, we love being in this company. We love doing everything that we do.